The Nintendo Switch has been a revolutionary console since its release in 2017, blending the worlds of home and portable gaming seamlessly. Over the years, Nintendo has continued to refine the Switch with iterative updates. In this video, we'll explore the Nintendo Switch 2 after a day's review, delving into its design, performance, new features, and overall gaming experience. Whether you're a longtime Nintendo fan or a newcomer to the Switch ecosystem, this review aims to provide a detailed look at what the Switch 2 has to offer. So, let's get started. The first thing you notice when unboxing the trailer model of Nintendo Switch 2 is how familiar yet different it feels compared to its predecessor. The build quality feels solid and premium. The console's design has been refined, with a slightly slimmer profile and rounded edges that make it more comfortable to hold. The design of the Nintendo Switch 2 has been tweaked in several ways to enhance both functionality and aesthetics. The overall layout remains similar to the original Switch, but there are a few notable changes. As a result, the Joy-Con 2 controllers are taller and more curvaceous. They've dropped the prominent blue and red colors of their predecessors, though the left joystick has a blue accent and the right one has an orange accent. The buttons in their layout are the same as before, but there's now a new square button with the letter C in it. This C button is actually used to control the new Game Chat feature, which is an inbuilt chat feature for Switch 2 users to talk to their friends by making use of a microphone in the Joy-Con 2, rather than slide and lock in place, like the Joy-Con controllers did on the original Switch. The ones for the Switch 2 snap into place via magnets. And there's a new mouse function that lets you place the magnetic side of the Joy controllers on a surface where sensors in it will act as a form of mouse. Going back to the Switch itself, there are a few nips and tucks to the design of the power and volume buttons. And the ventilation grill now has 3 instead of 5 vents. The new addition here is a USB-C port that lets you connect accessories like the new Switch 2 camera. And also, the headphone jack makes a return for the Switch 2. Speaking of that, on the bottom edge of the Switch 2 there are new downward-firing speakers that offer a better audio boost. There's a new kickstand which, like the one on the Switch OLED, runs the length of the console but is hollow rather than a single panel. It looks to be more solid than the puny, slither-like kickstand of the original Switch, and it looks like it could lock into several positions. There's also a new, more rounded dock for the Switch 2, which now includes a fan to keep the console cool, as it can now output a 4K signal. The screen, which is one of the standout features of the Switch 2, is immediately striking. The new 7.9-inch LCD display is vibrant, with deeper blacks and more vivid colors than the original Switch. The increased brightness is also a welcome addition, making outdoor gaming a much more enjoyable experience. The Switch 2's touchscreen display now has a full HD resolution, double that of the original Switch. Slightly disappointing is Nintendo's choice to go for an LCD rather than an OLED panel. However, this could be a shrewd move to keep costs down, and this new LCD screen does support HDR. But the display now refreshes at a nippy 120 Hz when running at full pelt. A variable refresh rate function should keep on-screen action smooth, even if a frame rate is well below 120 frames per second. The Nintendo Switch 2's performance and graphical capabilities are where it truly shines. The console is powered by an upgraded processor that delivers smoother gameplay and faster load times. The difference is noticeable when playing graphically demanding games like The Legend of Zelda or Fortnite, which run more smoothly and with fewer frame rate drops compared to the original Switch. At the heart of the Nintendo Switch 2 is a custom chip made by NVIDIA. What specs that chip sports haven't been detailed, but it looks like this chipset isn't an off-the-shelf one like the original Switch had. Default storage comes in at 256GB, but can be expanded with the use of microSD express cards up to 1TB. But do note, the microSD card that you may have used with the original Switch won't be compatible with the Switch 2. The gaming experience on the Nintendo Switch 2 is nothing short of fantastic. Whether you're playing in handheld mode or docked, the console delivers a smooth and enjoyable experience. The improved Joy-Con 2 controllers feel more comfortable over long play sessions, and the haptic feedback adds a new layer of immersion to gameplay. I spent a significant amount of time playing various games, including Super Smash and Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. Each game ran smoothly with minimal lag or stuttering. The Switch 2's ability to handle demanding titles with ease is a testament to the improvements Nintendo has made under the hood. When the console launches on June 5th in all markets, it'll be joined by a host of Switch 2 launch games. The standout title looks likely to be Mario Kart World. There'll also be a host of next-generation updates for existing Switch games. Some of these will be free, while others will be paid upgrades. To round all that off, the Nintendo Switch 2 will feature Deep Learning Super Sampling, is a new image rendering technology developed by NVIDIA, which uses deep learning to produce an image that looks like a higher resolution version of an original lower resolution image, and also ray tracing, which should make its games perform better and look slicker, though which titles will use them hasn't been revealed. Battery life has always been a key concern for Nintendo Switch owners, especially when gaming on the go. The Switch 2 addresses this issue with an improved 220 mAh battery that lasts significantly longer than its predecessor. During my testing, the console easily lasted for 5 to 6 hours while playing graphically intensive games, and even longer when playing less demanding titles. When the battery runs out of juice, it takes around 3 hours to recharge when the console is in sleep mode. The portability of the Switch 2 remains one of its strongest selling points. The console's lightweight design and robust kickstand make it an excellent choice for both home and on-the-go gaming. Whether you're commuting to work or playing with friends at a gathering, the Switch 2 is incredibly versatile and convenient to use. Other specs include accelerometer and gyroscopic sensors, HDMI output, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth connectivity. After spending a day with the trailer model of Nintendo Switch 2, it's clear that Nintendo has made several meaningful improvements to its beloved hybrid console. The enhanced new LCD screen, improved performance, and new features like haptic feedback and enhanced mode all contribute to a more enjoyable and immersive gaming experience. In conclusion, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a solid evolution of the original Switch, offering a more refined and polished experience for gamers. Whether you're a die-hard Nintendo fan or just looking for a versatile gaming console, the Switch 2 is definitely worth considering. It's a great way to experience the best of Nintendo's iconic games. Happy watching and goodbye.